This anime character really changed my life. Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Noveloth. I just wanted to start off this video by saying that this character has followed me through a lot of stuff. I would say that, I have future plans to get a tattoo based on solely her, that character. It is an anime character that I absolutely admire, not only solely as a character just because she's beautiful. I mean, she is, but I see her as a beacon of hope of what we should strive for in life. And I've been told significant things when I brought her up to my real life, personal family, or even personal friends that I've hanged around with. How could you possibly look up to this character if she's not even real? That's the biggest argument that I've been given towards why this character is my favorite character all time of anime. This anime character really changed my life because she's went through so much and is known so little. I'm sorry to hype you guys all up for a lot. I'll just cut the crap and actually say it. It's Minorin from Toradora. And this character, I want to say, is very unique in my eyes. Not only as a character, but a personality. Minori stands above all for me. I've seen a lot of characters. I've watched so many anime that has so many variety of character that they show so much grit, so much will, so much everything like that, but there's something about her that is undeniably factual in the fact that you not only see someone who's worked hard for what she has gotten throughout life, freaking you see her making cell phone cases at the beginning of the anime and you don't even know anything about her. You just see that and you're like, whoa, that's actually pretty cool. But you're only seeing it through the lens of Ryuji. You see him fawning towards Minori like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Oh, she's so lovely. Rewatching it as an adult now, I find it to be very weird because Minori, when she's first introduced, is a character that you see her pop up and you're like, whoa, she's pretty cool, energetic. She stands out in that way, but you don't really know much about her. And then as you progress through the anime of Toradora, you're like, damn, okay, she is very determined. She has a lot of things going for her. She's a captain of a softball team, or I think it's a baseball team, sorry. And she has a job. She also works not only one job, not only two jobs, but she works 3 jobs. That is insane for a freaking Japanese high school girl. And I think it's also mainly due to the Japanese work ethic, but it also has to do with just her personality as well. The one thing that I find really fascinating about Minori is that despite any sort of hurdle that she faces, she always tries to find a solution to any sort of issue, even if it means sacrificing herself for the greater good. That means sacrificing anything that she loves, hopes to achieve, or even dreams of hers. When I mean dreams, I mean you gotta think about her experience not only as a character that's seen from the lenses of other characters, but the lenses of just solely on her as the spotlight. You dig more deeper and you find a person that is very struggling. It's all hidden away. And you wonder, what are they actually going through? Minori's character is one of a kind because she is not only working, and you wonder why she's working so much. Well, you never see her parents. She has a little brother. She's working all this money. And not only that, but spoiler warnings, you can click off this video if you don't want any Toradora spoilers if you haven't seen it. But she gives all of her earnings from all of her jobs to Ryuji and Taiga to go elope. And when they elope, they took all of her money that she worked very hard for, despite loving Ryuji and loving Taiga as well as a best friend, and losing that love that she wanted so badly. She sacrifices her love for someone else's happiness. If that doesn't say how big-hearted of a character she is, I haven't even talked about her determination. I haven't even talked about that. You have a character that is so hardworking and attends to so much while still attending to the feelings of others. I mean, that's crazy. Whenever you see her, she's always trying to have a smile. Sometimes Ami says, I don't like that facade you're putting up. because she's a person that analyzes personalities, and I'm referring to Ami. And so when someone like that meets someone that puts up a front and is happy and stuff, she can become very naive of a person. And I'm referring to Minori being naive. Because I won't lie to you, she is. But it's what makes Minori so refined as a character is the fact that when Ami points out that you're putting up all the front, man, it's so hard to do that. Like sort of teasing her in a way, and eventually they get into a fight. Minori, in the heat of the moment, says, "Yeah, I got these troubles. So what? What are you gonna do about it?" And like, is being somewhat arrogant, but also somewhat responsible in that sense, because she's realizing, yeah, I'm an asshole and I keep my feelings to myself and I know that's wrong, but that doesn't make me worse of a person than anyone else. Everyone has those flaws, and she recognizes that. That's one quality of a personality that you don't find that much anywhere else in anime. I can't even begin to say her character design as well. I mean, you gotta understand, I love redheads, okay? I absolutely love her design. I even have a tattoo planned for Minori. I'm not gonna say where it's gonna go because it's based on her character, but it's also an attachment to me as well as a person, because as a kid, I would always look up to her as a big sister. And when I got to her age, I looked up to her as like, oh, she's so cute. And then as an older person, I look up to her as a role model, an actual person that I put a lot of my personality and follow in her footsteps, and realize that, man, if I can be determined and keep going in life, I know I'm going to succeed. And that mindset came from where? That mindset came from Minori, and I can't thank her enough for that. I mean, even if she's not real, her thoughts, her feelings, her willpower, her determination, everything that makes her her runs through my thoughts, my will. She's the reason why I am able to keep going so much for so long, and it's the reason why I'm able to make this video in the first place, and why I'm editing another video, as well as acting, as well as working 8:30 to 5:30 job. I know that sounds like, oh, you're seeing her as a love interest. Ew, that's weird as shit. What are you thinking? No, I'm looking at the actual personality and looking up to that personality. And it's kind of a weird thing and a weird mix when you're thinking about it that way, because obviously she's not real. People would say that, yeah, that's kind of weird, man. You're looking up to someone that's not real and their personality. What the heck is wrong with you? And I think that's kind of a stigma that people like to think about when it comes to anime waifus. I wouldn't even say that she's an anime waifu. I would say she's more like family to me than anything else. And that is something that you can never take away, is just the feeling of looking up to that personality and following in their footsteps. And when Minori, in the heat of the moment, says, you cannot deny your feelings because you deserve to be happy, when she says those things, she means it. And she doesn't have to say it. She could be a snotty bitch and actually say, no, my feelings matter more. I love him. You shouldn't be with him. Putting down Taiga in that way. She could have put down Taiga emotionally, mentally, but did she? No, she didn't. She tried her best to make everyone happy. And if it meant sacrificing her love, she was willing to take it. Even if it included her funds that you don't know if she was saving to provide for her and her brother, because maybe her parents are dead. Maybe that's the reason why you never see them. Maybe they're rich. Maybe they're poor. Maybe it could be a lot of maybes. But what boils it down to the core is the fact that you have a character that manages herself, but also manages for others as well, because she's just that much of an open person. She doesn't keep her cards close to herself. She keeps them open for others. And I know that's kind of like, what are you talking about? Why would you not want to keep your cards close to yourself? Because people will use you. What are you talking about? Well, of course, people would use you, but obviously Minori knows that. She knows that she's not that much of an airhead that she would just let someone use her, because she realizes what people's circumstances are and acknowledges the fact that, yeah, you're not having a good day. It's okay. If you need to talk about it, let's talk about it. And that's what she did for Taiga in the moment that Valentine's came up. And it's kind of ironic because Valentine's is coming up, and that's the day that she makes noticeable to acknowledge your own love, your passion for things. And that's the way I see Valentine's Day now. Everyone sees it as this day of I can spend time with my lover, my partner in crime. And for myself, I'm single, so I don't really care about that aspect of Valentine's Day. People want to get extra stuff for their significant others. That's good for them. I'm really happy for them. I don't say that sarcastically. I really do mean it. Minori makes it about being able to express that love for whatever you have, whether it is someone or whether it's a passion, whatever it could be. She wants you to express that love and not shy away from it, because the minute you do, the minute you crumble down to your last core. And it's kind of sad that some people do crumble down to their last cores, but she's not willing to stand by and let someone do that just so she can have a brighter future and succeed over other people. She's about helping others, but also keeping in mind that our feelings matter too. That is why this anime character changed my life for the better. Ever since I was a kid, about almost a year ago, my grandmother had passed away, and I've shown her Minori ever since I learned about her. She was like, "Oh, that's such a cute looking character, mijo." And she would always tell me those things. And eventually it blossomed into, you should really follow in her footsteps. And she looks out for others. I like her. That immediate response from my grandmother said to myself, I should really look up to Minori, because my grandmother was one person that, above all else, after my great grandfather had passed away, she was a person that I looked up to above anyone else. And if she admired Minori for that reason and for her personality, then that gave me full reason to follow in Minori's footsteps, not as a freaking anime waifu, but as a person. That's just the reason why she changed my life and continues to. One day, if I get popular or whatever it could be, I'll always remind myself that, yeah, Minori got me there. She'll always keep me going. She'll always be there. And that's something that I'll always keep in my heart. Let me know what you think about my topic of this anime character has changed me, because I believe anyone and everyone has at least one character that has changed their life for the better. Let me know which characters changed you for the better. I would really like to know. But with that being said, my name has been Noble Oath, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.